Hey guys, welcome back to another DC Universe review. We're taking a look at the Batman Dawnbreaker and Green Lantern Hal Jordan Multipack from McFarlane Toys. On the back of the package, we have a large photo of both figures on the display base, along with pictures of other figures from the DC Multiverse. On the side, we have the names of the figures, along with the comic that these figures are modeled after. The multipack is easy to remove from the box, sliding out without having to rip anything. In order to remove the stand and cards from the package, you'll have to tear into the box to get them out. We'll start off taking a look at Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan was the first human to be accepted in the Green Lantern Corps and a founding member of the Justice League. As a young boy, his father died in a plane crash at an air show. Against his family's wishes, Hal decided to follow in his father's footsteps and become a pilot and join the Air Force. While working on a flight simulator, the alien Abin Sur of the Green Lanterns crash lands on Earth near Hal Jordan. On the verge of death, he summoned his ring to find a worthy successor. The ring then found Hal Jordan, making him the new protector of Earth. This version of Hal Jordan is based on his appearance from the Dark Knight's Metal comic. Let's check out the details. The first thing we notice is Hal's stern face, giving him an angered look. His eyes are covered in the iconic Green Lantern's mask, giving him bright white eyes. We can see details like the texture in his hair, sculpted to appear wavy with strands of hair. On the side we can see more details like his ear and the hair combed all the way to the back. Hal's chest has the Green Lantern logo at the center of his costume. We can see large sections of his armor tightly wrapped around his muscles. On the back we can see more of his muscles along with more sections of green armor. On the center we have a socket that we will be covering up later with accessories. The shoulders are split between green and black armor. The black armor sections start to have more ridges in the sculpt, mimicking stretching muscles. We have white gloves that reach all the way to the elbows. The thick padding protects the wrist and the fingers. We can also see a small Green Lantern ring on the finger of the figure. On the waist of the figure we have more detail on the armor, like plates of armor protecting the muscles while allowing the user to stretch. The suit of black armor tightly wraps around the thighs with layers of armor mimicking the muscles of the legs. We finish up the details of the figure with boots. Reaching all the way up to his knee, the green boots have a rough leather texture to them. The ankles and toes are reinforced with ridges in the armor. Let's take a look at the articulation. We have a ball jointed head, arms that open and rotate all around, a rotating bicep, double jointed elbows, wrists that rotate and bend up and down, a ball joint at the chest, a rotating waist, legs that bend forward and back, thighs that open and rotate, double jointed knees, ankles that rotate, bend up and down, and a toe that bends up. Now let's take a look at Batman, the Dawnbreaker. This alternate reality version of Batman is from Negative Earth 32, located within the Dark Multiverse where all realities are destined to die. This version of Batman also had his parents die as a child, but instead of recovering, Bruce spiraled into darkness, left with no emotions. A nearby Green Lantern ring found Bruce and accepted him as a new Green Lantern, but Bruce did not care to uphold the Lantern's oath. He only wanted revenge for his parents' death. Bruce found the mugger that killed his parents and attempted to use the ring to kill the man, but the ring refused to kill a living being. Bruce, void of any feelings, overpowered the ring with his corrupt willpower, killing the mugger. The corruption of the ring would then disfigure Bruce, deforming his face. Bruce would eventually grow up protecting Gotham City, executing all criminals or anyone who stood against him without mercy, naming himself Batman the Dawnbreaker. Let's check out the details. The first thing we notice is Batman's rotted face. His corruption has gave him necrosis, giving him a scarred face, leaving him disfigured. He wears goggles with tiny yellow slits for his eyes and has a lot of tubing attached to his head. Underneath we can see a version of the Batman costume with the bat ears at the top. On the side we get a better look at the tubes coming out of his mask along with a better view of the ears. On the chest of Batman we have a Green Lantern symbol over the Batman symbol. Underneath we have a layer of armor detailed with panels and small wiring all over. The suit underneath resembles a hybrid of the Green Lantern and Batman armor. On the back we can see green chest armor that wraps all the way around with the same details like panels, wiring, and vents. We can also get a better look at the wiring from the head here as it attaches to the armor. This version of Batman has a slim body, with arms being more scrawny than usual. The Lantern suit still has the iconic muscle look wrapped around his arms. On the hands we can see Batman's corrupted Green Lantern ring on his gloved finger. Batman's belt has more of that tubing going in and out of his armor wrapped around his silver belt. The belt is secured into place with the large green belt buckle. The thighs use more of that tight black armor with more ridges on the knees to keep them flexible. We finish up with the boots that matches all other Green Lantern boots. A rough green leather with more ridges in the armor to reinforce the boot. Let's check out the articulation. We have a ball jointed head. It's a bit hindered by all the tubes attached to his head. The shoulders open and rotate all around with the armor slightly bending out of the way, rotating forearms, double jointed elbows, wrists that rotate and bend up and down, ball jointed chest, and rotation at the waist. Legs that open, bend forward and back and rotate, double jointed knees, ankles that rotate and bend up and down, with toes that bend upward. Let's move on to the accessories. We have a clear green flaming boxing glove with the Green Lantern logo on it. It has a large hole in the center to attach an arm into. The boxing glove slips over the hand of the figure and holds into place tightly. We get a green clear jetpack with flames firing off the back. Installing the jetpack is as easy as placing the peg into the back socket. We get a Dawnbreaker bat effect made in a clear green plastic. The tendrils have small octopus-like arms that end in bats. The effects of the bats is extremely detailed. The bat effect doesn't have any pegs or grips. You just wrap the tendrils around the arm and it fits loosely. We get a base with a clashing effect of Hal Jordan's powers versus Batman's corrupted powers. Hal's side features a see-through rocket and smoke in a lighter shade of green. Batman's side features chains and a large tentacle in a darker shade of green. The base comes with pegs to attach to the feet in order to attach them to the base. Both figures fit on the base and have enough room for dynamic poses. We get a Hal Jordan collectible trading card with some information on the back, and a Batman collectible trading card with more information on the back. We get a pair of standard McFarlane stands with the DC logo on it. The Hal Jordan and Dawnbreaker Batman fight is an iconic fight in the Dark Knight's Metal series. The included base in the 2-pack lets you make this a centerpiece of your collection, letting you display these two figures in an action scene. While getting both of these figures to stay on the base is a balancing act, the base offers enough freedom to position them in multiple ways. While this is the second release of the Negative Earth 32 Batman, Hal Jordan makes his first appearance in the McFarlane toy line with this multi-pack. Both figures come with an accessory, Hal coming with this flaming boxing glove and the jetpack, while Batman coming with this tentacle bat effect. Articulation on both these figures is great. McFarlane gives normal human-style bodies a lot of range and flexibility to pose with. While you can buy a Dawnbreaker Batman separately, for now this is the only way to get a McFarlane Hal Jordan, so collectors wanting to complete a Justice League roster should keep an eye out for this set. Overall, this is a great multi-pack. The base makes the 2-pack a bit better value compared to buying the figures separately. If you're a fan of the Metal series or Green Lantern, both Hal Jordan and Dawnbreaker Batman make two great pickups for your collection. The base can be used with different figures and it's a unique piece to add to your collection. The multi-pack is definitely worth it for Green Lantern fans, and it's a good value for the price, so check them out, they're out in stores now. Alright guys, that's it for this review. More reviews are coming up soon, so check out my other videos while you wait.